With so many new games coming out to Quest 2 and Quest 3 later this year, we have got an abundance of awesome coming our way. But today I decided to put a top 10 list together of the games I am most looking forward to coming out on the Quest 2 and later the Quest 3, because that's coming this year and I'm freaking hyped for it. So let's dive in with our first game, I Expect You to Die. Expect You to Die 3 is looking like a freaking dope game. It really looks like it's returning to its roots of what made the first game so freaking awesome, and of course stealing some awesomeness from the second game. This is the third one in its kind, hence the name, and honestly I am very much looking forward to diving back into this. If you like a game where you get to go in and do a bit of puzzle solving as well as having sort of a fun and witty story alongside that, then you're going to be in your element with I Expect You to Die 3. This game just looks absolutely fire. Next up is Underdogs. Now this game looks freaking sick. Get into a mech and get into an arena pit and destroy each other as well as all of the badass opponents that are coming your way. Now of course this has a special place in my heart as I am British, and so is this game very much so. So it embraces the culture, embraces sort of our slang and our music. So I'm kind of down for this. It just looks like it's going to be an absolutely dope experience, getting in there and destroying the living snot out of some stuff. I'm looking forward to finding out a few more details on this game, but as of what it stands, it looks like a freaking banger and I can't wait to jump in and give it a try with this dope ass art style, and it's just looks cool. Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord. Well, Endreams has proven to us time and time again that they can make a game, and they make a game real good. With Synapsis coming out recently and honestly just blasting it, it was just such a freaking great game. I now have absolute full faith that Ghostbusters is going to do the exact same thing. Now this is by no means an easy task, as we've never really actually had a good Ghostbusters game in my opinion, so this is going to be a unique experience if they do pull it off. And not just that, but the universe itself that I want to dive into. This feels like it's going to have that After the Fall sort of feel to it, and I am all about that. Get in, do some missions, and have a freaking great time with a few friends. What more can you ask for? Well, that's about it. I'm looking forward to it. Vampire the Masquerade Justice. This game looks freaking dope, and it seems like we're entering the era of the vampire in VR, and I'm kind of down for that. We've done a lot of zombies recently, and hey, we're not done with zombies because even though zombie game is on this list, but nonetheless I'm looking forward to diving into some vampire stuff. This game looks so freaking dope. Diving around in a massive city, eating people, and of course a freaking dope story. This is coming from Fast Travel Games. We know they make good stuff, so I'm hoping that this is going to follow suit with that and continue to bring us some awesome games. Now I look forward to giving this a try at some point in the near future. Maybe I'll have something to share with you after I do, but nonetheless I'm very excited to be able to dive into this game and cannot wait for its full release. So roll on that time and give it to me now. Stranger Things VR. I am hyped about this as I am a huge fan of the show, and honestly being able to dive into this game in VR is going to be freaking phenomenal. But this time around you don't go in as Levin or over the other children, you go in as Vecna himself. You're going to go in there and you're going to literally craft the Upside Down as well as explore the Upside Down and become Vecna and at his full power. Then you're going to face off against Eleven towards the end of this thing, and honestly I am freaking hyped for this. Cannot wait for this to drop. Love the art style of this game, love the look of this, and I'm really adoring the idea that you get to go in there as the villain, which is going to be quite a unique experience, so can't wait for that. Attack on Titans VR. Well, this has been tackled by a few fan games, but now we have an official game coming our way, and honestly, this game just looks freaking dope. Who doesn't want to fly around on freaking grappling hooks with dope swords taking out absolutely mammoth titans? Well, yeah, I do, so I'm looking forward to this. It's also looking like it's going to be co-op as well, so I'm pretty hyped about that fact. Honestly, I don't need to say much more than that. This game looks freaking fire. Assassin's Creed Nexus. Now we've been waiting for this game for a hot flipping minute. It has been literally years, and it's finally coming our way, and I cannot wait to experience this game. You're going to get to dive in as a bunch of different stories, going through little snippets of each of these characters that we're more than familiar with at this point. Not only that, but it's going to give us a chance to explore some different assassination styles, being as we are going to go with the different characters that have slightly different skill sets to each of them. Now this one's going to have a little bit of a free roam element to it, as well as a bit of exploration, but mostly focused on mission basis stuff, and I'm kind of down for that, to be honest with you. I am very much looking forward to seeing if this game can live up to its hype or whether it will fall flat on its face. Either way, I'm down for the ride, and I cannot wait to find out a little bit more about Assassin's Creed Nexus. And then we have Power Wash Simulator VR. This is honestly a game that I'm really looking forward to. I absolutely love the flat game. I've played it on my Steam Deck to death, putting in way too many hours. And then on top of that, I like to play it with my kiddo as well. So it's just one of those games that I genuinely love, and I can't wait to experience this in VR. If this plays as well as it does in flat, this is going to be an absolute freaking dream, and I just can't wait to dive into this. Get cleaning, man. Then we have Arizona Sunshine 2. Arizona Sunshine was one of my absolute top games. I love that game. It's getting in there with some friends was always an absolute freaking laugh. On top of that, it's a fun, really held up, and honestly, even to this day, Arizona Sunshine still holds up to a certain degree of just fun and execution done well. Now, jumping into the second one, this looks like it's going to be even doper. You get a companion dog, which is going to be absolutely freaking fire. We have had no confirmation on whether it's going to be multiplayer yet, but I'm guessing we'll find out some more details on that pretty soon. Honestly, this is just shaping up to be one of those games that I can't wait to dive into. Getting a second one of this is a dream come true, so freaking beyond hyped. Last but not least, we have Asgards Wrath 2. Oh mama, I am freaking excited for this. Asgards Wrath was one of my absolute top games. I flipping love this, and the fact that we're getting a second one is very exciting. Now, of course, there are some differences here. The first game was entirely a PC VR game, which gave it the power of a PC. This is now coming to a standalone headset, so will it hold up once it drops? Well, honestly, time will only tell, and from what we've seen, it looks pretty damn good. It's just going to be a case of, does it hold up on a standalone headset, and perhaps the Quest 3 is the key to that. Maybe we're really underestimating the power of that device and what it's going to bring to the Quest community. So very, very excited to dive into this, and just honestly, it's such a cool mythological time thing to be in. You know, I just can't wait. I'm very, very, very excited about this. And that's pretty much going to do us for this video, guys. If you have any games that you're particularly hyped for, and honestly, there's a huge list out there, and it was incredibly hard to narrow this down to just 10. But of course, if you want to suggest to me any of the games that you're excited about, do that down in the comments. Haha, I did say do. Put that in the comments, and of course, we would love to have that discussion and see what other people are excited for as well. Of course, I would massively appreciate it if you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe as well. It does help the channel out. I really detest having to say that, but I do appreciate it when you do it. So thank you so much for joining me in this video. Peace out. I will catch you in the next one. I mean, honestly, I'm just hyped. We're going into a good times. Good times are coming. Oh yeah.